Echoes in the Present is a curated section for Frieze London this year. It brings together artists from Brazil, Africa, and their diasporas. It looks at the connected and entangled histories between these two regions, which was the result of the transatlantic slave trade, where over 4 million Africans were forcibly transported to Brazil. And this has left an entangled history and cultural exchange between these two regions over time. Materials in this section and materiality really operate as a form of narrative. They can also be something conceptual. We see artists working with textiles, reclaimed ceramics, everyday objects, to reimagine and rethink anew the ways in which we engage with them and what they can tell us about who we are in the world today. There's an intergeneration of artists brought together here, from established artists to more emergent artists, living in different locations across the world. And I think what's really interesting is that some of them are working with traditions that have been passed down from one generation to the next. Others are looking around in the locations that they live in the cities that they live in for inspiration, as a way to sort of think about time as non-linear and to excavate and bring to view overlooked histories. There's themes of transformation, metamorphosis, colonial erasure, and amnesia coming through in the work. A rethinking of history and a non-linearity of time evident across the artists that are presented in this section. Themes of transformation and metamorphosis we see evident in the work of artists including Naomi Lulendo, Diambe, Tadáskía, and Mélinda Fourn. In the work of Bunmi Agusto, Alberto Pitta, Aline Motta, we see a meditation on colonial erasure and amnesia, entangled histories, particularly considering the dialogue between Brazil and West Africa. Sandra Poulson, Lilianne Kiame, and Serigne Mbaye Camara look at ideas of belonging and work with everyday objects influenced and inspired by the cities that they live in, Luanda and Dakar respectively. These reverberations that we're calling echoes, how does that make us think of who we are in the present? How have these histories shaped the ways artists are approaching the work that they do? They're making us think about themes of belonging and perhaps sometimes not belonging, challenging societal norms. It's important to look at these artists and ideas now because of the meaningful ways they engage with land, memory, and these entangled histories between Brazil and West Africa, engaging with traditions that have been passed down. These reverberations that continue to make us reconsider how things are remembered, how we engage with them in the present, and how they signal at gestures for possible futures.